Okay, let's talk about strategies, as I don't think my strategy has ever changed this much. And in this video, I'm gonna break all these down. Did I just find another valuable currency? Did I just create a 1.5 year long game plan? Hold on. Did I just become a hotel guy? Maybe. But before we get into all that, hi, I'm Lonnie, and strategies and the way we incorporate them across our spend is ever evolving. Cards evolve, credits and perks evolve, also our lives evolve. So let me walk you through my recent set of evolution to see what has changed and what will be changing, all to ensure how I'll continue to hit the travel goals for myself and my family. And hopefully you can use some of these too. I've actually never been more excited to see where this is going, so let's talk about it. To start, I'm gonna break this video into 3 key parts, and those would be collaboration, planning, and pay to play, as each of these defines a series of particular changes made in preparation for 2025. That's because your strategy doesn't have to be just about new cards or how to take advantage of what credits each month. Don't get me wrong, that is part of it, just not all of it. There are other granular layers to consider, such as teamwork, which is my first change. I'll call this the year of collaboration. As with any successful team, collaboration is key, whether it be football, track and field, Uno, Squid Game. Look, no matter the game, it's always great to have a great, dependable teammate. And in my case, after introducing my lady to a few Conrad and Waldorf Astoria hotels in 2024, Player 2 has officially entered the game. Player 2 has entered the game. I repeat, Player 2 has entered the game. Not gonna lie, that's exactly what it feels like. But what does this mean? Well, with so many reward programs like Hilton, Chase, and United allowing for merging, sharing, and pooling of your points and miles, it now makes booking longer trips, higher tiered hotels, or upgraded airline seats more obtainable. But we'll come back to this later. The point is, now I have a second person to bounce referrals off of, get new sign-up bonuses with, and earn points independently of each other. This combined just took our family strategy to a whole new level. And speaking of referrals, check the link tree in the description. I've listed mine below, and I thank you in advance if you decide to use them. Staying on the topic of collaboration, the second layer to this cake involves that combining of rewards that I mentioned earlier. Programs like United, IHG, Hilton, and Chase all allow you to pool, send, or share your points and miles with another family member or friend. United has miles pooling. Chase, you can send your UR points to another person in your household. And Hilton, you can merge accounts. It does depend on certain rules, so check those out first or leave a question in the comments below. But by having 2 people work on earning these points, we can achieve travel goals faster or shoot for something a little higher. Whether it be my Player 2 and I work on earning Chase points together, or we divide and conquer where I earn United miles and she works on the Hilton points. All of this can and will change depending on what we're planning and when we're planning it. And you know what? That takes me to chapter 2, the year of planning. Now, I've always been one to plan in advance, and I'm talking far in advance. So far actually that I had most of this year's trips booked and paid for last year. In fact, I'm already looking and ready to book trips for 2026. There are a few reasons for this. One, my family and I have a flexible travel schedule, i.e., we have jobs that allow for vacation when we need it. And our son is not in school yet, allowing us to plan around low travel periods. And 2, with most airlines and hotels, you can book around 10 to 11 months in advance. This provides more of an insight when dates and times are less expensive, saving us on points, miles, or even the cost of a rental car, as there hasn't been an influx of reservations during that time period yet. You have to remember, all these systems run on computers, and computers are just ones and zeros and some code. Now, I know you're probably asking, how can I see if a place will be packed if it just opened for reservations? And to that I say, good question. Well, what I do is use this year's pricing as a guide to next year. So if you see a particular week that is higher than average, maybe that's normal or something else may be going on. For example, travel prices going up in June as school is out for the summer is normal. Or if there's a yearly music festival, which takes place a specific week every March, which causes a temporary price increase. And if that doesn't work, you still have a phone, right? Just call and ask. Yeah, so I was looking online and I had noticed that the price for that weekend was a little bit higher. Is that normal? Yeah, that's the last week of wedding season for us. It's always busy that week. Oh, makes sense. Thank you. The other aspect of planning super far in advance allows us to focus on those reward currencies, credit card benefits, and credits, which we'll need for those upcoming bookings. As an example, let's take a look at the Conrad Abu Dhabi, a trip I want to take for my birthday next year to visit that awesome SeaWorld over there. Don't judge me. Anyway, being that Conrad is a Hilton resort, there are a few ways to prepare for a stay like this. I could use my Amex Platinum card, get my Fine Hotels and Resorts $200 credit, plus a $100 experience credit. I could book via Hilton using my Aspire card, then receive $200 in resort credit, which I could use during that half of the year when I'll be there. Or, of course, I could book directly with Hilton points, taking advantage of 5th night free benefits, saving some points, or use any free night certificates lying around. But me personally, I'd use 2 out of 3 of those at once. And if you hit subscribe, you can learn how to do it too. In short, there are plenty of options. The point is to use the best cards or best card options, which will give me the best experience for your value. I mean, it is my birthday after all. Right? And speaking of that experience, that takes me to my final point today, the year of pay to play. Pay to play can be more simply described as taking a shortcut to get to certain experiences and benefits, those being credits, free upgrades, status, etc. The shortcut itself is an annual fee. So pay to play is just paying for the benefits versus earning them the hard way. Think of it like this. Instead of staying 40 nights with IHG to get to platinum status, I'd rather just pay a $99 annual fee in advance directly to Boardwalk. Well, to platinum status. I actually break down the IHG card in this video. If you're interested in learning more, I'll drop a link in the description. Anyway, this is very common among hotel cards. Depending on which card you choose from the different hotel brands can determine the different levels of status you'd receive. In my case, other than my IHG card, I recently received the Hilton Aspire card, which comes with Hilton Diamond status. Then for Marriott, I have Gold status, but that's from my Amex Platinum, not from a Marriott card. I don't have a Marriott card yet. But then outside of hotels, speaking of the Amex Platinum, that card also provides president level status with rental car companies, Hertz and Davis as well. So why do this? Well, depending on your status and how you look at it, an upgrade can either save you money or enhance your trip. Most see it as an enhancement. Using Hilton Diamond status again, Hilton states they'll upgrade you to a preferred room. What this means in reality is that you could book a standard room for a lower rate and be upgraded to a better room. Now, there are some caveats to this. First of all, they also state if a room is available, and secondly, you do not get to choose the room. You can ask, which I recommend you do, but know that nothing is 100% guaranteed, but you sure have a better shot. Once again, going back to my second point, planning ahead can really work to your advantage here. But that's not all. There's so many more strategies to consider, and to learn some of those, check out this video next, and this one has some good info in it too. Okay? Catch you in the next one. Peace.